让我们用最大的掌声和欢呼声，有请运动员入场。Tomakazu HARIMOTO representing Japan. WANG Chuqin representing China.
Here we have our two contestants up next, the two finalists in the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup. Don't forget that WANG Chuqin is actually the defending champion as well, and the world number 1. Tomakazu HARIMOTO is the world number 5. They met on 16 occasions, out of which WANG has won 13 and HARIMOTO 3. World ranking of 1 against world ranking of number 5. 85% win-loss record for WANG Chuqin, 72% for HARIMOTO. Very interesting battle. WANG Chuqin is 25 years old. Tomakazu HARIMOTO, 22. It's been quite a ride to the finale. Remember earlier in the semi-finals, or in the third and fourth place game, we had Ivan HARIMOTO, Tomakazu's young kid sister or youngest sister, and she did lose to Kwai Mun in bronze medal match. But HARIMOTO siblings always up there. And here's Tomakazu right there in the finale. Well, in 2025, he did not reach this spot because it was Liang Jin-kung who defeated him in the quarterfinals, and then Liang Jin-kung of course was defeated by WANG Chuqin in the finale. This year, Tomakazu HARIMOTO is a finalist. Last time around, WANG Chuqin got the better of Liang Jin-kung all out. It's a very interesting battle between these two, and just look at the last two matches. In 2025 at the ITTF ATTU Asian Team Championships in Bhubaneswar, WANG Chuqin who won.
Right. Let's see. Which side? One. One on.
HARIMOTO was just making sure that he doesn't give WANG Chuqin too much space to play those on, especially at this point. It's 1-1 now.
One, two.
And that is some phenomenal play that we're looking at from both these lads. Just to change the ball here. And that is absolute service there from WANG Chuqin. It's now 2-all.
Three,
3-2.
four.
So HARIMOTO takes a 2-point lead. Remember, these two have played a lot alongside each other.
2-4. Three-4.
And you give Chuqin the chance to misuse that forehand, and he is going to, let it fly. And he excels at that part, that angle of attack, really his favorite.
Let 3-4.
And it's something that HARIMOTO does understand as well. WANG Chuqin going levelly out, whole service is now 4-all. HARIMOTO will claim the point. possibility, well, to just run back and, cover those will reply. So this time, the Wang Chuqin just holding his own. It's now 5-all. And Wang Hao in Wang Chuqin's corner, while former, Japanese star Seiya Kishikawa in Harimoto's. That's what you call a reply. Absolutely quick here. And Harimoto, looking to match, the world number one. That is a phenomenal return, and well played. Keep in mind the fact that both these lads have an aggressive style of play. Harimoto has changed his to a more defensive style.
7-5.
But his opponent is known to be one of the most aggressive attackers of all time. Just got that massive, massive forehand.
7-6.
7-6. Wang Chuqin does well here.
6-8.
That backhand. They're just letting Wang Chuqin down. And Harimoto will be glad to claim that.
It 6-8.
Just looking for that finish. He wasn't going to leave that unturned, and that's what he's really, really well known for, isn't it, when we always talk about it? Wang Chuqin. The third ball attack will never be one of the most strong points, in his arsenal of table tennis weapons. That's it, put away. That is just put away without a chance or an option for a reply. It's now 8-9. Oh, the world number one just dominating that. You don't want to give him that angle. And I think Harimoto understands that, but he can draw one back too. It's now 9-all. One thing that both these lads understand. There's pride at stake. That's Asian pride. But that's well played. Harimoto does well. It's now 9-10. Game point, but Wang Chuqin still has to serve and a chance, of course, to push this into deuce. It's been very similar, the meteoric rise of these two young lads, to the top 10 and the consistency to stay there.
11-9.
Harimoto will claim the first game. 11. Claiming the first.
Love one.
Harimoto claims the first point. Well played there. Well corrected. Wang Chuqin finally regaining control.
Two, one.
That's well played. Absolutely well played here. Tomakazu Harimoto is all fired up too. That's now 2-all. And the world number one, a couple of things that we never really look up, we realize about him. Remember when he was 15 years old, he credited most of his entire inspiration, actually, he said, was Malong. And that's the confidence. Putting that beyond, well reply. He said that, spent a bit of time. He was in that Olympic team with Malong as well. Learned a lot from him. That's quickly to close. The big point here for Wang Chuqin. Got Wang Hao there in his corner. Wang Hao was also the world champion. Not mistaken, but 3 world championships in a row. Or how much? He's a great mentor. But world number 1 now. Well, staying steady as he leads by 3 points. Years Ma Long's junior when he played alongside him.
6-2.
Harimoto, they're struggling a little bit now. Get the straight off the net. It's, well, 6-2. Wang to serve. A strong play from the world number 1, and it hasn't been a bed of roses for him all this time. Remember, he had that really bad injury during the Paris Olympics, if I'm not mistaken, and then he was also, well, penalized for, well, slamming his racket once. But he's come really strong back from everything. Then very quick points here for Wang Chuqin. They seem to be running away with the second game, and Harimoto will have to put on his thinking cap.
And
a point back for Harimoto. Well, excellent serve there from him. Well, nice comeback here from Harimoto to reply to that earlier. It's now 8-4. That's why, what really about Ma Long inspired him and Wang said his determination and his right to the small things of the time. This is right from childhood days. Well, you also wouldn't know that in his free time, well, the world number 1 is actually a pool enthusiast. Loves playing pool and snooker. Spends time alone sometimes, and will find a room to play it by himself. Another point here for Harimoto. It's very interesting that, Wang's favorite sportsman is actually, besides Ma Long, is 7-time world champion of snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And Ronnie O'Sullivan actually recorded a video to congratulate Wang after his performance at the Olympics, which is very, very interesting.
5-9.
5-9. And it looks like the world number 1 does want to claim this game, wants to make it even. Stevens here. Harimoto to serve. Let's make it game point. Game point here. Well, he's back out with his back hand. Harimoto will gain another point. He's now 10-6, and that, of course, is Seiya Kishikawa. He's represented Japan before. He took over the reins of handling the Japanese team last year. Another point in the bag. It's a lovely return there from the Japanese paddler. Well, still has its foot on the accelerator here, Wang Chuqin, in this game. That's another point in. Another 4 points in there. 8-10. The one thing is for certain. This is going to be a battle.
8-10.
And there we go. Game as Harimoto away from it. Loves his time by himself as well to introspect. Harimoto to serve now. That's the first point here for world number 1. It's love on. That's the kill move here. All fired up now. Wang Chuqin. Well, just changed that angle entirely. And, Harimoto in that first game was just keeping that ball away from that area. But this time, it's had a few loose ones flying in. And that's the fine way to do it. Finally getting it away from his comfort zone for Wang Chuqin. Harimoto sent it, well, straight down, changing direction at the right time. That's a lovely finish.
1.
That's absolutely fine to look there. Absolutely fine backhand flick. So it's 2-all in the third game.
3.
He'll claim it this time around. HARIMOTO to serve at 2-3. Oh, what a reply! What an absolutely stunning reply from the Japanese paddler. But if you're a fan of Wang Chuqin, you should know these two bits. The fans lovingly call him Big Head, and that's not because of anything else. But when he was young, he was asked in the live stream, and he said that, you know, he had a big head as a child, and a lot of his friends call him that, and that just stuck. One of the few left-handed table tennis players in Chinese team history. And uses that left-handed good measure. Now need 4-3. First left-hander from China to qualify for the Olympic men's singles in the 21st century. But we'll tell you a secret about his left hand in just a bit. Wang to serve. Oh, just getting control of that. So HARIMOTO will equalize here. That's all. The Wang Chuqin, well, he's a left-handed, well, super player. He eats with his left hand. Here's a secret. He writes with his right hand. Another point back to HARIMOTO. That's the latest strike ball. Now both these paddlers try and avoid rallies. They both like to try with the third ball attack. But HARIMOTO will gain the spoils here. It's now 4-6. Wang Chuqin to serve.
Five, 6.
The Wang Chuqin getting his own back here as he holds serve. So was attempting to loop that over, just a little bit of a problem. I would believe HARIMOTO had a hook in mind. So it's 6-all here. HARIMOTO to serve.
6-all.
Not even on display, but what that came off, HARIMOTO's racket wrong. 6-7 now, and he knows it. Well, had it all going, well, till that caught the edge. Just looking for a short backhand flick, but HARIMOTO will take advantage of that error from the wall number 1. It's now 7-all. Wang Chuqin to serve. Considered one of the most aggressive, powerful paddlers. At this time, HARIMOTO says, I'm just going to draw that back, straight off the edge. 7-8.
Nine,
7-9 now. Been talking about how, you know, Wang Chuqin, his right has a meteoric in a way. That game point here for HARIMOTO. He's native of Jilin, China. Joined the Beijing team at age 9, won his first major international event in 2012, the ITTF Junior Circuit Premium.
11-7.
And HARIMOTO, and we got Lin Shidong. But Lin Shidong was fairly newer to the scene. Did claim world number 1 last year for a bit. That is an absolutely fine forehand. And that trademark shot from Wang Chuqin. Well, just creates an amazing amount of acceleration with that move. Employs that upper body to the max as well.
That's two.
That's 2 straight points there as Wang Chuqin holds serve. And this is pretty much, well, the pattern that we saw in that second game between these two. I don't know whether it's the side.
Love 3.
Couple of errors here from Harimoto as he trails by 3 points.
Four. Love.
Would have definitely been something in here for Harimoto, but Wang Chuqin, well, just not allowing his Japanese counterpart any space. He's kept it quick, he's kept it fast. Just closing down the angles, squeezing the distance. Out of space for Harimoto, and that's a killer move. And he's been setting up that ball very nicely for a, well, third ball attack. And that's lethal. And this is that area where you don't want to let him fly free. So 5 love. That's the job. That is a fine display. Wang Chuqin, well, coming back a lot stronger in this game after falling, well, in that third encounter.
Love 6.
Absolutely stunning play. Just a display of why deservedly he is the world number 1. And Harimoto finally opening his account. Well, in the 4th game.
Seven. 1.
Well, very subdued celebration there from Wang Chuqin, but he leads 7-1.
Seven. 2.
Once again, a draw here. I do believe Harimoto will try his level best to get back into the action. Was looking to drag that across for the first time around. Wang Chuqin actually knocks him up from his favorite position. Well, that's the score off very well. Lovely backhand. Quite an event, if you ask me.
Let 3. 8.
Time for Harimoto to get it back in action. Well, that's what you call another powerful forehand. Harimoto, well, just replying the same way that his opponent would have. Got that space to slam that home.
Eight. 5.
That's another one here for Harimoto. So 8-5.
Five.
And Harimoto can't believe it. Played back from the net. Just failed to climb over. This is where it's been pretty much this pattern in the second game as well. Wang Chuqin, in a familiar position, 2 points away from claiming this game. Harimoto serves at 5, Wang at 9.
Let 5. 9. Let 5. 9. Five. 10.
The both rallies really, really amazing here, and Wang Chuqin will hold his own. It's now 10-5. Well, that's a marvelous finish with the extended forehand.
11-5.
Harimoto.
Game 2.
And Wang Chuqin will claim it 11. And this, of course, is game number 5. Harimoto serves.
Five. 10. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11-5. 11
Well, almost not together, but Wang Chuqin will win this conversation. What a debate this was turning out to be before the world number one just put an end to it. Lovely backhand there, stretches out to get back to it, and then that return backhand. Absolutely powerful there from Wang Chuqin. 2 points ahead. It's been a bit of an odd start for HARIMOTO in this fifth world game. Remember, they stand at 2 games apiece.
Timeout.
Concern. The trademark finish from the world champion. You know that when he squats and if he gets it right, it's going to be unplayable at that part. They have been a few to return it though.
One, three.
Goes off the edge. There's going to be a pressure point here for HARIMOTO. And what a finish. HARIMOTO back in control here, but it's now 2-3. And Wang's got a smile as well. That's the kind of intensity that he drives normally into his forehand. But this time, great acceleration, absolutely fine finish there.
Three, on.
He tried to cut that down earlier with Wang Chuqin, a bit of back spin in there, but HARIMOTO just turning it over. It's now 3-all.
3 on.
Well, to finish that, and that's exactly what he's done. It's now 4-3. And he's just motivating himself soon after that killer move. 4-3.
Four on.
And HARIMOTO knows that every point counts for him now. Now, what a way to reach that third and come back and win it. That is absolutely brilliant here from the world number one. It's now 5-4. HARIMOTO making Wang Chuqin stretch, but Wang Chuqin just coming back to take control of the situation, and what a finish.
Eight, 4, 5.
That changes the direction there. Wang Chuqin now controlling those rallies, leads 6-4. Wang to serve at 6-4. Not pleased with his move. HARIMOTO gets it out of the table. Well, he needs to, stay in touch. He needs to keep that pattern. He needs to win this game, because if Wang Chuqin does, it could change things around a little bit. It could be the game changer in this event. But let's wait and find out. Wang to serve, 7-4. Well played there. HARIMOTO, well, he's looping that really well. Wanted to change things around. Tomakazu, HARIMOTO, often called the table tennis Mozart, for the way that he can orchestrate things at the table. He was a prodigy himself. Plays a close to the table style, youngest ever winner. That's another point in the bag. Youngest ever winner of multiple ITTF World Tour and World Junior titles. Was born in Sendai to former Chinese professional players who moved over to Japan. His father, Yu HARIMOTO, has been a great influence in his life. His mother is also a former China national table tennis team player.
7.
Well, that's even Stevens here. HARIMOTO draws back. It's now 7-all. He won the Czech Open title in the ITTF World Tour men's singles at the age of 14 years and 61 days, being one of the youngest. And those winners will keep coming at that corner, and Wang Chuqin knows it. Wang Hao definitely always great support for the world number one. Well, even at the time that he was, well, totally upset, and I do remember in the World Championships last year when he did take the exit door from the finale before he got to the finale and won the event it was.
Seven, 9.
And HARIMOTO, just a few errors there, that's going to be costly. 7-9 now.
Eight,
And
9.
HARIMOTO says I'm not done yet. It's now 8-9. A chance here to equalize.
Timeout.
Singles in 2009. That's what he was looking for. Needed that block to get out of the way. Game point now for Wang Chuqin. And his coach, of course, Wang Hao, World Cup champion in 2007, 8, and 2010. Ranked number 1 in the ITTF World Rankings for 27 consecutive months. It was October 2007 to December 2009. He was swept after that by Malong in January 2010. 2011, he reclaimed his world number 1 ranking. Known to execute the reverse penhold backhand with exceptional skill. Wang Hao, Moto wins it. Well, we're going to see a change. And Wang has been winning this particular game, which is the second game. Once again, striking that away. Wang Chuqin knows now that every point he wins is important here. Well, it's come a long way in his change in temperament. 2019, remember, he was penalized for slamming a racket when he was, upset. And he's really matured, not just as a tennis star. And you have to watch him in interviews. He's a very grounded lad. Once again, Wang Chuqin will take another point. Well, always seems very cocky on the face of it, but actually he isn't. Very nice lad to talk to, just a bit reserved. But does share a joke every now and then, especially sometimes with even his opponents that he's friends with. Away from the contest. This is definitely working against HARIMOTO. That ball off the net, but at this stage of the contest, it doesn't really matter. Remember last year, it was an easier ride for Wang Chuqin when he won. Got the better of Liang Jinkung for love. And HARIMOTO will fight back. He will fight back. And it's in there for the coach.
Three, 2.
At that point, he's going to go in. It's not too ready. And just a bit of communication there between him and his coach, Teo Kishikawa, along with Jun Mizutani in the men's doubles competitions. 4 consecutive national titles, 2007 to 10. He was also a bronze medalist at the 2009 World Championships, 2 titles at the ITTF Pro Tour, and played for a German team, a club.
Three,
And that's 3-all. HARIMOTO fighting back as well as he can. Well, amazing athletic skill, and this is really tennis at its finest. 2 amazing stars. Both love a pacey power play kind of approach. But different in the way they go about it. And HARIMOTO dropping a point there. Now 3-4. And he can't believe that. Wang Chuqin getting that right. And Harimoto says, what am I going to do? Well, did everything possible. But that reply just forceful there from the world number one. Very, very assertive play from the Chinese battler. Absolutely stunning work being done here. This is really built in at its finest. It's just amazing. Remember, a win for Wang Chuqin in this game means the title. Harimoto has to win it at all costs to stay and push this into a 7-game decider. Well, the women's final went down to that. And there's no way we're going to come back from that. There is absolutely no way. Wang Chuqin. And that is killer execution there. There's no doubt about it. Oh, that's a fine precision move. Just beyond play. And Harimoto knows it. If you want to toss the ball up, and one thing, of course, that the world number one is great at, setting up the kill. Another fly, Harimoto will draw back. And if Wang Chuqin does smile, you know, that's actually an appreciation for his opponent too. Doesn't show it, but that is. Because he understands. And it's an error from him as well. That expression says it all. This time he popped the left to Harimoto, fighting hard. It's now 5-6. Well, can the Japanese battler get back in it to win it? Well, the previous game, the previous final between Wang Manyu and Suning Shao was a story to write about. And it looks like it just might be here as well. Harimoto goes level, it's now 6-0. Oh, it's going action here. But whatever happens, the Japanese battler understands. He has to win the game.
Okay, 6.
7-6, and Harimoto knows that every single error will make a difference. Big play, and the tide is turning here against Japan's finest. Well, he is the top seed in Japan, number 5 in the world. 6-8. And actually not turning against him again. Every error will count. It's now 6-9. Wang Chuqin. Well, staying on course to claim it. Harimoto with a backhand-centric game. Well, just struggling a tad bit. The real journey for the Korean family. His father Zhang Yu, who took the name Yu Harimoto, and his mother Zhang Ling, who became Rin Harimoto, made the move to Japan. And now Tomakazu and his sister Miwa, representing the national teams, respective men's and women's national teams in Japan. Pride and joy there of Japan. Absolutely stunning play from Wang Chuqin, though. And that's pretty much it. And Wang Chuqin appreciating the Wang Hao's guidance as he claims the championship and defends his title. And finally, a celebration there. And one for the fans as well. He knows he's had to work for it. It hasn't been easy in this one. Last year it was, but not this year. But it's been a fine finish as Wang Chuqin defends his title and wins the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup right here at the Haiku. What do you want to Gymnasium? What a win it is as you enter the 4-2. And finally a bit of relief, and that's when you're going to see the boys side of Wang Chuqin. And I do love that. Seiya Kishikawa understands. That's an amazing coach. That last point. Well, that big forehand once again coming in. And then looking to chop that. But not even the finest move. And a bit unfortunate there at Tomakazu. But Harimoto will have to let it win. And appreciation there for Harimoto. They're known rivals. They played each other. Well, so many